Hello everyone, my name is Paul Mayoi, and we're back. Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 279, Lapras. If you didn't watch the last episode, why didn't you? And before I get into this episode's topic, yeah, it does seem like that whole audio cutout thing, it seems like that only happens if there's like a separate little file that is that matches like the episode code number that it gives, like it says vid, and then it shows the year, date, and month of when it was recorded. So yeah, it didn't show that for the last episode. So I don't know. Maybe it was just maybe hopefully this doesn't happen like how the episodes have been like being upside down or sideways. It hasn't been sideways in a long time, but like I said, it's been upside down like the past, not all of them, but quite a few of them, or at least one yesterday. Um, but yeah, I hope that doesn't become a thing, because that would suck. Because even though it just seems like, at least seems like just that second in the 277, I don't know. I just really wouldn't like that to happen, because I don't know. Unless I can somehow easily edit in my voice that was cut out, like whatever I said during that, then yeah, then it would be fine. But yeah, because I just hate having stuff like that. Like I wasn't minding the upside down or sideways videos. Wasn't the end of the world, because like I said, you can do that whole thing that I said in the description each time. But or you can just, like, if you're using like a mobile device, you can lock the device and then just put it upside down so you can pretty much see it, or sideways, like whatever way it was. So that wasn't that wasn't that big of a problem. But with this, it's gonna, like, if I have to, then I probably will go ahead and go and edit the video, because yeah, it's just unacceptable in my opinion, just having like those mistakes, because yeah, that's just straight up technical difficulties. So yeah, but anyway, I'll get into the topic now. So anyway, this is a personal thing, so um, yeah, so pretty much, unless you somehow know this about me, but you might probably if you know me really well in real life. But years ago, back when I was in the 8th grade, that was like my last year of public school. But anyway, yeah, one of the early on in that year, um, just back then when I was just like still finding out who exactly I like was. I knew who I was, like I knew I was Paul and all that, but I just didn't know what kind of person I just really was, if I wanted to continue living life normally, or just because I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't bullied. I was just hating that I was the only, person of that is like me, uh, just not like that much many others, and I was always really left alone and all that. Kind of made me depressed back then, so I was like, had this counseling, um, because I was in foster care. They had like this caretaker would come to the school every, like, once a month, I think, or maybe once a week, and she would like talk with me. Usually it was like the same person, but she would like talk to me and all that, and see how I was doing and everything. Because if you didn't know, foster care usually only happens when DCF is called. I forget what that's exactly called, but that pretty much means like, if mainly like the ones who are watching over your guardians are actually your parents. If they like did something like bad, or someone called and tell them that they did something bad, then pretty much then those kids would be like taken to like a foster home. People who actually volunteer to look after, either have had a foster kid of their own, or is just starting out. But anyway, so yeah, I did that for like, I know I briefly said about the foster care thing, but I was like there for like a year and a half, like with one home being like almost a year, and then the other one was like half a year. So it was like crazy that that year of 8th grade. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, it was like towards the end of the year, whenever I was getting to the um, the school I ended up just pretty much finishing up 8th grade at. But anyway, yeah, back to the whole caretaker thing. So anyway, I was just like so unsure about my life, and I was like, and I was just saying that I was like really depressed and all that, and that I just didn't want to really. Well, I didn't say I was gonna like kill myself. I was saying like I didn't know what I was going to do. I just didn't feel like happy at all through my life. But then the caretaker was like worried about me, so they pretty much had me going to the thing about this topic. I called it like a mental prison, but it was like a mental hospital pretty much for people that have those certain thoughts and they're not so sure, and they it's mainly just I would understand, like, honestly, I'm glad I went to that place because that like really made me have a different change on life, and you do feel restricted when you're there, but it's only for the safety because you never know. That's like pretty much how killers are made and all that. They just get those thoughts, and if they're not like helped, then they can like potentially hurt others. Like I completely understand that. I'm glad they have stuff like that. Um, but anyway, yeah. So pretty much, I was like there for a week, I think. It felt like forever because I didn't know when I was gonna leave because I never, like I said, I never went to something like that before, and it was interesting because I made a lot of friends there. I don't talk to any of them now because it's been like years, and I talked to a little bit of them after that, like the ones that were I'm like really close to um, on Facebook, but that was like a week after, and then they like I haven't talked to them for years, and they're not even on the friends list. Something must have happened, but I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, it's interesting. Just that whole experience. I'm not gonna get super into it, but yeah, it was an interesting experience to say the least. I never thought I would ever like go to there. When I was way younger, I always thought that it was like really weird that I was like in not like I said, it wasn't prison, but it was like the mental hospital, and I was like, I never thought I would go to that place because I thought I was just gonna live through my life and just live like how normal people would do. But just quite a very special person it seems. I've got so many different things about me, like how I'm the only one in pretty much me, and then I think my grandfather are the only ones with green eyes, which is crazy because it just really makes us think that we're not really part of this family. But yeah, but anyway, and then the whole thing that I'm like, I never said this, but I might as well say it, that I have like the bone issue, and if you ever heard of arthritis, it's pretty much a thing to where it's like it's a defect to the bones. Um, and that's like you would hear like that, you would hear that from older people because like that would make sense because the as the body ages, it just gets more problems most of the time. But with me, I'm like I'm just I got it like and realized I had it like when I was like 17, and it doesn't make any sense that I would have it, but I just have a lot of problems. But as you can see, I'm still working through them and all that, and I will still do my best to make these content, even though I have lots of problems. But I worked through it, and that's how I became the person I am today. And yeah, hope I never like changed from that because just the experiences I went through, I was able to learn from that and just learn to never do that again, or just also help people from doing that. And yeah. So anyway, yeah, this is quite the serious topic, but I just had to get it out of the way because, yeah, it's just an important part of my life that happened. Just really molded to who I was to make me who I am today. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna just leave that at that. So anyway, I'm not gonna talk about the Happy Lesson anime because, well, not yet at least. I want to tell you about the whole Pokemon Soul Silver Lance battle because I didn't tell you a super big amount about that because, like I said, it was pretty intense. So anyway, if you haven't played Pokemon Soul Silver, you know that Lance, first time you defeat him, and the second time, not defeat him, when you fight him, of course, he does have 3 Dragonites. He has a Charizard, an Aerodactyl, and a Gyarados. So I was like I said, the Gyarados is probably the absolute most toughest thing to get past because it was like just such a tanky one. And I know the Dragonites are pretty tanky too, but I was able to get the good old flinch confuse hacks with my Crobat. Like when I say hacks, if you all wondering like if I actually cheat, I don't. It's just I'm literally using like the percentages of them being confused and chances of me like flinching them with my air slash. That's what I meant. Because most people, they do those kind of strategies if they can. They have a fast Pokemon that can do it, and yeah. Anyway, getting back to the battle. So I thought it would be best to start off with my Typhlosion against the Gyarados, because I thought I might as well just hit it with an Eruption to see if it can do a decent amount, which it did. It almost did half, but then the Gyarados hit me with like a waterfall, and that did like a huge amount to my Typhlosion. It did like over 100 damage. I wasn't expecting that. I'm guessing this Typhlosion has way better special defense than defense, because I know it could have hit up. It could have lived like a Surf or Hydro Pump pretty well, but with that I was surprised. Because like I said, Gyarados, yeah, his Gyarados level 46, and my Typhlosion at that point was like a level 50, 58, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, 12 more levels, that was crazy. That he would still do that much damage. Like, I know it's a Gyarados, but geez, man, it's crazy. But anyway, yeah, so I was able to eventually take that one down. I made sure to switch out of my Typhlosion, even though I knew one of my other Pokemon was going to take a hit. I believe I switched out to, because I couldn't bring out Rocky, because Rocky would get one-shotted, because it's a Gyarados, and I'm pretty sure it would outspeed, even without any, I don't think it had Dragon Dance on it, but I don't know, maybe it did. It just didn't get the chance to use it at least, so I went out to, yeah, I'm pretty sure I went out to Crobat. And then I did the whole Confuse Ray tactic, and went for the Air Slash and all that. And it seemed to work because, like I said, I got really lucky against him with him hitting himself in confusion every single time, I'm pretty sure. Every time I would do the Confused Ray and inflict confusion on them, they would always pretty much hurt themselves, and then I got a free hit plus them hitting themselves. And they got just above the low rank, the low health, to where, you know, the NPC would heal. So I got lucky to be able to finish him off most of the time. So yeah, Crobat was definitely the one I depended on a huge amount in that battle. But then Rocky came in clutch against his Aerodactyl. His Aerodactyl was level 48, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, it was a tough one against pretty much all of mine, except for Rocky, because the best thing that he could have done to my Rocky was, and Rocky's my Onyx, just the default name that you get when you trade, whatever his name was, in Violet City. But anyway, yeah, because Rock is still super effective against flying, and Rock is normally effective against rocks, so yeah, it was super effective when I used my Rock Throw. And, I used Screech once on him, because I'm glad I keep that on my, it harshly lowers the defense of whatever I use it on. And then when I hit with that Rock Throw, whew, yeah, that one-shotted, it was crazy. I don't even think it was a critical anyway, this is the last one to check for the episode. But yeah, it was crazy, and then I thought I could take on a Dragonite, but anyway, I'll talk about this next episode. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon. As long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course, then feel free to. The link is in the description down below, and I'll be seeing y'all later. I have been your host, Paul Mayoi, and goodbye.